Hi, this is Barry J. McDonald, and I'd like to welcome you to today's blog post over at writecom.com. And today we had a look at some email writing tips. So if you like emailing, hopefully these tips will help you improve your results you get from your emails. So if we look at the first tip here, I recommend you should share to be remembered. If you consider all the emails that are going into your prospects' email box on a daily basis, the tens and hundreds, and of all those emails, how many of those emails are remembered? Even in your own case, have a look at the emails that you looked at yesterday. How many of those people stood out in your mind? How many of those people left a lasting impression on you? And, you're probably going to say, well, not many, if any. And when you do look at some of the emails that are actually sent to you, basically it could be, those emails could have been written by anybody with just a different name at the bottom of it. There's no personality in it. There's no kind of lack of emotion or anything like that. So that's why I recommend you should share to be remembered. Of all the videos you have maybe watched today, maybe if I told you a little bit more about myself, I will stand out maybe from all those other kind of generic videos that you've watched. If I said to you, my name is Barry J. McDonald, I'm married, I live in Northern Ireland, I've got 4 kids and 2 dogs, suddenly I go from this kind of generic, bland, person who you know nothing about to suddenly somebody who a little bit about myself. And then each email or maybe video that I create, then after that, if I get a little bit more information about myself, maybe a little bit of life stories, things that happened to me, and things that are going on in my life, suddenly you kind of, all this kind of adds on top of each other. So slowly but surely you get to know a little bit more about me, and all of a sudden I stand out compared to all the other emails that you're getting in your email inbox. And you should do this too. Share to be remembered. It's an important thing to remember, because there's so many emails going in and being sent nowadays. It's very easy to be forgotten about. It's very easy just to be kind of, put in this kind of big bland ball of email. But you're going to have to, differentiate yourself from that. And an easy way to do that is kind of let your subscribers into your life. Little life stories and things that make you, and get your personality across, so that you don't you seem like everybody else. And another thing then too is to avoid subject line trickery. You're going to see a lot of people who maybe are selling products, or maybe things where they're going to say, oh, this is going to get you such and such an open rate if you use my subject lines. But if you take it into real life, how many times has your best friend called over and then says, hey, you won't believe what you said, you've got to see this amazing widget as they're banging on your door. And no, because that doesn't happen, because you're glad to see that person coming to your door. As soon as they knock on the door, sure enough, you're open it. And so it is with your emails. If you have to constantly kind of trick your subscribers into open your emails with NLP or all these different techniques and, persuasion techniques to get them to look in your emails, that says an awful lot about your audience. You're probably not speaking to the wrong audience when they're not interested in seeing what you have. But again, if you as I said in the first point there, share to be remembered. If people get to know you, they get to like you, you could put any kind of bland generic email subject line in, and once they see that it's been posted by you, there's a chance that they're going to open it. They're not going to need this kind of subject line trickery that a lot of the gurus and maybe some of the other people are promoting, because they do want to get into the conversation and find out what's happening with you today, and seeing what maybe product that you have for sale or whatever it is. So if you have to use the subject line trickery on on a regular basis, you're going to have to think to yourself, maybe I am not coming across as well as I should do, and maybe my audience isn't really interested in me. Maybe they're just open the emails because I'm tricking them, but there's no relationship between the two of you. And then finally, then showing up regularly. Some people think maybe that you can send one email a week, one email a month. In my case, I post emails on a daily basis. So if you consider it, for me, posting maybe 30 emails in a month, there's a good chance a few of them are going to get opened in that time. But if you're not only posting one email maybe a week or one a month, your chances and odds of being actually found in the email inbox go way down because of it. If you consider the way the online stores follow you around, the way maybe you're looking at maybe some shoes or camping gear, and then all of a sudden you leave Facebook or whatever the shopping store was, and then all of a sudden you find these ads targeting this product all over the place. That's another reason why you should show up regularly. When you're actually surfing from one website to another, and you're finding that ad coming up again and that company being repeated over and over and over again, suddenly, your mind kind of narrows down your buying options. All of a sudden, maybe you've thought of all these different places that you could have maybe bought that product, but because that ad is coming up again and again and again repeatedly, it seems like they're the only option for you to buy it and the only place. And so it is when you show up regularly on your emails too. If you had maybe considered two authors and they're both selling books, but one only shows up once a month and another one shows up on a daily basis, because that other author is showing up on a daily basis, they're kind of narrowing down the customers or the readers' options of where they're going to buy their next book. If that, by the time they actually get that email maybe from that other author, they could have gone through maybe a week or two emails with this other author who's emailing on a daily basis, and because of that, then it feels like the options of actually buying maybe that next thriller book or romance book or whatever they're interested in is to buy with that person, just like those ads that follow you around the place. And then again too as well, like a lot of buyers and customers need they need to come in contact with your offer a couple of times. In some cases, it's been said that in some cases it could be maybe 10 or even more times before they'll actually come up with a buying decision. So if you're again only emailing once or twice a week, or once a week or once a month, and somebody else is actually emailing on a regular basis, that other person that's emailing, has more chance of actually getting that sales, because they're hitting that customer regularly with that offer. So those are 3 tips I think you should put into use. The sharing to be remembered is a very important one, because again, as I said, with all the kind of emails that's coming in, a lot of those emails can be just written by anybody. But the more you share about yourself, the more you distance yourself from the crowd, and the more you kind of stand out. And then again too, if the subject line trickery, if you need to trick your subscribers into open your emails, there's something wrong there. So show up regularly, build a relationship with your subscribers and let them into your life. And then all of a sudden you will find that, your open rates will go up. People will actually email you back, speaking highly about your emails. And because I found that myself when I started doing those things, that people actually emailed me and said they actually enjoy reading my emails, and they read them regularly. And out of all the people the emails they normally get, that mine is one of the first that they will read. So try it out for yourself, and I'm sure you're going to find the same results. So my name is Barry J. McDonald, and this has been today's blog post over at writecom.com. And I highly recommend you drop over, because we have got 2 great reports at the moment. One of them is how to sell more books, and another one is 10 ways to make money from words. So if you'd like to pick up those reports, come over to writecom.com. So take care and have a great day. Bye bye.